Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Shndō, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
I'm excited to be talking to you today just because I remember first getting introduced to your work through Bonnie McKee, which was like
Oh, wow.
2017, 2018 when you produced Mad Mad World with her.
Yeah,
So it's cool that like now the world is getting to hear you as a producer a lot more. But talk to me about like that evolution for you since working with Bonnie to now.
man. I remember because those days I was working with my good friend S1, who
Mhm,
actually
right.
produced the Power for Kanye West. At the like, it was crazy. I remember he kind of like brought me in on that project, and then I was just like, I'm down to work on anything, dude. Like those days, like you just take an opportunity, like whatever it is, just roll with it. And I always try to bring the best, to the table that I can possibly. You know what I mean? And that's how that kind of worked. And then eventually we started just like working more and more. And then I ended up working on Lecrae's second. It was Church Close 3, or no, 3, not 2, or maybe it was a 2. Can't really remember. But yeah, we did 2 on there. It was Forever, Gangland. I think there was another one actually. I can't remember right now, but yeah, like it just kind of kept going. I don't know. I just kept collaborating with different producers from there. Like me and S still work, but like we haven't worked like recently. I've been trying to get him to like yo, let's go, man. But I don't know. I guess he's just busy.
Yeah. Now, as far as like your transitioning, because I've noticed on your credits, like
Hmm.
you've been a remix engineer for a while, especially for
Yeah.
Galantis.
Oh yeah.
So doing that transition from remix engineer to now composer and producer with Justin Bieber's New Peaches,
Mhm.
was that like a natural progression for you, or did you feel like there was some battles to kind of face in order to get to where you're at today?
When I started doing like remixes for like Galantis and stuff, that's when I like entered my music festival like phase. That's when I was hanging out with my buddy Ricky, who goes by Nitty Gritty, and I went to my first festival. I think it was in 2017-ish, maybe 2016. It was a Life in Color in Miami, and I remember just that being like a hell of a motivation, just like just seeing the DJs play live and like this crazy music. And then I just started doing like remix competitions, and then I ended up doing a remix competition and winning on a Galantis one. It was a Love for what was it? Love on You or Love on Me, something like that. I forget the name. My memory is really bad, by the way. But I ended up winning, and then that's how I connected with Galantis, and then we kind of just started working from there, really.
And then that transition now to being the producer for Peaches with Justin Bieber's new record.
Yeah.
How did this opportunity happen for you, and how was the chemistry like with you and Harp in the studio?
Oh, it was super dope. We were always like, it's like a flow whenever we work together. But like the way it came together was really through the Instagram video. I don't know if you saw it, but I
Mm.
just literally, this was last year, September 7th. I remember that was the day that Justin posted the video. And at the time, I was staying at Pooh Bear's penthouse because I didn't have a place in LA yet. And so I was staying there. And this was like a week after I just gotten dumped too. So I was like really like low, like it was just dark times. And then I remember just seeing that post, and then I was just like, man, like maybe I can like get on this album by just like maybe flipping this or something. And then because I'm in the circle already, I might as well try. You know what I mean? So I did that. I did some drums to it, and then I sent it to Harv. Harv kind of like he added the live elements, the bass and all, the guitars and all. And then he sent me that back, and then I added to it. And then eventually we got into the studio, and then we just like produced it out. And yeah, that's kind of how that happened. And then he eventually texted it to Justin, which is which is crazy. And I was like, and it just happened kind of like that same week. Like it just came together.
What was that expression that you guys got from Justin once he first heard that finished piece?
Well, like the piece like that we did, like with the
Yeah, like what you had sent out to him. Yeah.
yeah, I think he texted Harv back fire or something. I just like one like letter, like one word text or something. But like, I mean, I guess he really that was fire.
So once he kind of, I guess, approved this production, like, did you guys jump into the studio with Justin to work on it, or was this all pretty much just you and Harp the
No,
whole time?
yeah, it was just me and Harp for the most part. We just kind of like got it to a place because Justin recorded the vocals, the hook, and and he did a verse too. So we kind of just like structured it as like, well, I kind of had the intro melody already, like, and then went right into the hook, and then he did the verse there, and then we kind of left like an open verse just for features and stuff. That's what Harp was like had in mind. So we did that, and then that was it. Really, kind of just like then it was just kind of like evolved from there. Like Giveon, I think was added. I think the same or the next week or something,
Mm,
and then eventually, like I didn't even hear Daniel Caesar's verse until it came out. So I was like
wow.
pumped to like hear it. I was like, whoa, like, it was crazy. But
So you mentioned you and Harp have kind of collaborated before. Um,
absolutely.
but what made it different this time? Like, what was different in the production process of this track, and how do you feel that you kind of stepped out of your comfort zone in order to make this track?
Man, well, working with like Justin's actual vocals in the studio, like that was like, I was like, whoa, kind of manifested this one, like have to happen. Um, I stepped out in a way, like just by trying to, trying something new, like taking that video. Like I didn't have to, like I could have made a TikTok that day or something. I don't know, but I was just like, let me just try this. It might work, it might not. You know what I mean? And then that kind of just led to everything else, which is amazing. Blessing.
Now, as a producer, do you find yourself in these situations a lot where you hear something that an artist kind of leaked and then you just jump on it, knowing that you may or may not get hired for the job? But like, is this something that is constant with being a producer?
I think so. I think it's just really about having that ear and just like trusting, that, oh, this is something great. Maybe we could take this to the next level. I mean, I feel like that's something that I think that's you develop over time, you know. But yeah, I think I have it now. I have it down.
So now that this opportunity has happened, and people, artists are starting to know you as a producer, like what kind of impact has the success of Peaches had on your career?
Man, it definitely. I feel like it definitely low key puts a little pressure on you. Just like it's like, oh, what am I gonna do next? Like everybody's like asking, what are you gonna do next? I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna make more music and play Spiral. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just it definitely is cool. It's super cool. I don't make music just to make like smash hits and stuff. Like I always done it like just for fun. Like I've been doing it for so long since I was like super young. I like started making beats when I was like 13, living in the Dominican Republic with my dad and stuff. And they definitely didn't understand like what this whole world was and like the beats and stuff. They're like, what the heck is this? Like, no, we need to go to college. Go freaking be a doctor. I don't know, lawyer.
What would you say has been like the biggest learning experience that you've had with Pooh Bear?
Definitely that, like the timing stuff with vocals, and definitely he's like so like I don't know how he comes up with like concepts so fast. He'll just be like on the phone and somebody would just say like a word and he'd be like phenomenal, and then he'll just like point at me and be like, that's the next song. I'm like, all right, that's the next song. But he'll just like take anything and just like I remember he made a whole song just like reading a magazine, just looking at a random magazine, just like looking at the pages and just like writing based on what he was like looking at, which is insane. Like what? So I guess what I take from it is like you could just make a song out of just anything, bro. Like
Right. To kind of close us off, during this process of creating the track behind Peaches, what did you learn about yourself during this process?
I learned about myself, man. The same thing. It kind of comes back, just taking a leap of faith, trying something new, and you just never know what it'll come out to. Like you really never know. Like I didn't know it was gonna be a hit. I just thought it was a cool song. Like maybe I'll make it on the album. Because like at the time too, like I didn't know what Justin was like making. Because we had done a lot of songs, me and Pooh Bear, but like I had a feeling that none of them were getting like picked. So I was like, man, I gotta find a new like way. And then I would just like listen to the past songs he released, which were, you know, Holy and Lonely at the time, I think. And they were more like acoustically driven. So I was like, maybe let me not do like trap drums on this or something. Like let me do some like put myself in the drummer seat kind of thing. And then yeah.
Well, dude, it worked out. It worked
Yep.
out, and I'm sure this is gonna, you know, it's gonna put your name out there even more for a lot of other artists. So, congratulations with the success of Peaches and for taking that leap of faith at the same time.
For sure. I already know, man. Thank you.